Everyone thinks they understand Trevor Noah, the success, the fame, the global recognition. It all looks very simple from the outside, but recently something has changed and people are starting to notice. Not loudly, not all at once, but slowly, quietly. Across South Africa, the UK, and even the United States, there's a growing feeling that something about Trevor Noah is different. And the strange part, not everyone agrees on what that difference is. Some people say he's evolved, others say he's changed too much. And that's where the divide begins. But before we get into that, you need to understand something most people forget. Trevor Noah wasn't always global. There was a time when he was just a voice from South Africa, telling stories that felt real, raw, and personal. And that's exactly what made people connect with him. But what happens when that same voice suddenly belongs to the world? Because the moment Trevor Noah stepped into the global stage, everything changed. The audience changed, the expectations changed, and whether people realize it or not, he had to change too. At first, it worked perfectly. His perspective felt fresh, different. He wasn't just another voice in the room. He was the outsider who could say things others couldn't. And people loved that. But that same outsider perspective is now what's creating tension. Because when you speak to the world, you're no longer speaking to one group. You're speaking to people with completely different expectations, different cultures, different sensitivities, and that's where things start to get complicated. In the United States, some viewers started noticing a shift in tone. They felt like Trevor Noah became more measured, more careful, less unpredictable. And that's where the questions started to appear. Was he evolving or was he holding back? At the same time, back in South Africa, some fans began to feel something else entirely. Not that he changed his tone, but that he changed his distance. And this is where things get even more interesting. Because it wasn't about what he was saying anymore. It was about what people felt they were no longer hearing. Some felt like the connection wasn't as strong, like the stories didn't feel as close to home, like the version of Trevor Noah they once related to was slowly fading away. Meanwhile, in the UK, viewers were watching all of this from a different angle, trying to figure out where he fits. And when three different audiences see one person differently, that's when the divide becomes real. Because now, you don't have one narrative, you have three. To some, he's still the same Trevor Noah. To others, he's become something else entirely. And the truth is probably somewhere in between. But here's the part no one really talks about. Global success comes with a hidden cost. The bigger you become, the harder it is to belong anywhere fully. And Trevor Noah is right in the middle of that. Because think about it. When you represent one place, People expect you to stay connected to it. But when you represent the world, people expect you to adapt to everyone. And those expectations don't always match. So now, every move is interpreted differently. Every decision seen from multiple angles. And that creates something powerful, but also very fragile. A divided perception. And this is where the story really shifts. Because despite all of this, Trevor Noah is still succeeding, still growing, still expanding globally. And that creates a paradox. How can someone be more successful than ever and still feel like they are losing connection with parts of their audience? And that question is what people are really trying to answer. Is this growth or is this distance? Is this evolution or is this transformation people didn't expect? Because once you go global, you don't get to be just one version of yourself anymore. You become different things to different people. And maybe that's the part everyone is starting to realize now. That the divide isn't really about Trevor Noah. It's about expectations. About what people wanted him to remain versus what he needed to become. And those two things don't always align. So the real question isn't whether Trevor Noah has changed, it's whether the world was ready for him too. Because once someone becomes global, they don't belong to one audience anymore. Okay, they belong to everyone. And at the same time, no one completely. And maybe that's what people are finally starting to notice. Please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of the celebrity stories and gossip. And also don't forget to like, share with everyone that you know. Bye for now. See you on the next one.